Hey Groups family, I want to welcome you to week 3 of the I Am sermon series. Today we'll be looking at I Am the Light of the World. My family and I, we love going to the beach on vacations. In fact, we love going to the Gulf Coast to Panama City Beach. We try to go every couple of years. I went to school in Florida, and so our college was just about an hour north of Panama City Beach. So we love going back there. It's where 25 years ago, Shirley and I, we went there for our honeymoon. So we just have a special love for Panama City Beach. And one of the things we love to do when we're there at nights, we like to go for walks on the beach. And if you've ever been to Panama City Beach after dark, there's all these people with flashlights and nets and buckets and everything else, and they're looking for the little tiny hermit crabs, and they're trying to catch them. And I don't know if they take them to the curio shops and sell them or what they do, but they're trying to catch all these little animals, these sea creatures. But we don't really care anything about that, but we love going for a walk on the beach. Now, one of the things that we have found over the last few years is Panama City Beach, in the evenings, the clouds will roll in and you don't always get to see the sunset. And so by the time you go out for a walk on the beach, usually there's no moon at all because it's covered by the clouds. And so you're walking and it's pretty dark. Now, like every other beach, people love to build sandcastles. They will build these huge sandcastles. One year, someone made a mermaid, and the mermaid was like 7 feet long, and the sandcastle was about this tall, and it was incredible that they had made this mermaid out of sand. But the problem is they make these sandcastles, but to do it, they'll dig a hole that's about 2 foot deep and about 18 inches across both ways. And if you're not paying attention when you're walking on the beach in the dark, you'll fall in that and you could break an ankle or a leg or really tear up a knee. And so you have to be careful. So what we did is we went to Walmart, and they have these flashlights that are built like a headband. You strap them on here, you turn them on, and they go forward, but they only show enough light for about 1 step in front of you. So it's not like you can put these lights on and take off running on the beach. You have to take your time and walk at the speed so you can see what is in front of you. In Psalm 119, verse 105, the Bible says, God, your word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Jesus said, I am the light of the world. He lights our path. He will guide us and lead us in the direction that He wants us to go. As we read the Bible, we can learn the things that we need to know so that as we go through life, we can take the right path. We don't have to worry about venturing off in the wrong direction, someplace that's going to hurt us spiritually, physically, emotionally, or psychologically. If we follow Jesus's teaching throughout the whole New Testament and even the Old Testament, God's teaching through the Bible will help us know where we need to go. The problem comes is that most of us, we want Jesus as the light of the world to be as bright as the noonday sun. So as I'm walking through life, I can see where Jesus wants me to go 5, 10, 20 years down the road. I don't want to just see what Jesus has for me this minute or this hour or this day. I want to see everything. But if you're like me, what I found, that's really not the way God's will works with Jesus being the light of the world. A lot of times, Jesus only gives me enough light to see my next step. I can rush on and try and deliver myself from a conflict or from a hurt or a pain. I can try to rush into something because, hey, we can afford a new car or we can afford a bigger home or I can change to another job. And I want to rush in and make these things happen. But the truth is, with Jesus as the light of the world, we need to slow down and just follow Jesus in the light that He's giving us. He will always show us the next step that we need to take. Sometimes He does make us take a step that we can't see, that we have to step out and trust that that's where we need to go. But He always makes that obvious. Instead of rushing, trying to do the things that we want, we desperately need to slow down and allow Jesus to be the light of the world that is guiding each and every step. We have our own plans and we have the things that we want to do in life. But we need to allow Jesus to be the light of the world, to light our next step so that we don't put ourselves in danger. We don't have to cry out to God, look at the mess I've made of this horrible situation. We can say, God, I'm waiting on you. I'm being patient. I'm trusting you to get me through this as I take this next step in life. So today, as you answer your questions in your group, keep in mind, am I answering this question in a way that's rushing ahead? Or am I answering this question in a way that's waiting on Jesus to light my path, to help me know where my next step is supposed to go?